What's going on, guys? Incredibles 2 is coming out in 2 weeks' time, so I decided to review some Pixar films for you guys leading up to Incredibles 2. I'm going to review the first 3 Toy Story movies, including Monsters, Inc., Finding Nemo, WALL-E, etc., etc., except for A Bug's Life, because honestly, I haven't seen that movie. But besides that, I'm putting this in order from Toy Story to Monsters University. I'm not going to review the other ones ahead of it because I already did it in this channel. If you want to see them, just go find it on the channel and you'll find it. But for now, let's review the movie that started it all. Started the whole Pixar Animation Studios. Toy Story. Let's go.
Very good.
Oh, what? What? You can't fly.
Yes, I can.
Can't. Can't. The adventure takes off when toys come to life.
To infinity and beyond!
Toy Story.
So Toy Story came out in 1995 and it's directed by John Lasseter and stars Tom Hanks and Tim Allen. And basically this movie is the thing that started all with 3D computer animation. Like John Lasseter decided to make his very first film in the production of Pixar and then decided to make a 3D animation. This is how like Tangled is out, or movies like Frozen. If Pixar doesn't exist, those movies wouldn't come out about. So Toy Story started it all with the 3D animation, and Toy Story honestly is one of my biggest childhoods of my life, with The Lion King, because Toy Story is still a part of my life. I always loved Toy Story as a kid, and I think Toy Story has been everyone's childhood. Like, some adults still like Toy Story, and that's what I like about Toy Story a lot, is that it still holds up till this day. It still holds up for kids and adults. And Pixar is really good at that, well, except for that movie. But we're going to talk about that way beyond that. But yes, Toy Story does have something for the entire family. It does have some adult jokes. It does have some kids jokes. It has everything you want for a family film. And that's what I really love about Toy Story. And yes, there are some computer animation part that is a bit dated. But think about it. This is the very first one. And this movie came out in 1995. It's a little bit of a long time ago. So the animation does still hold to this day. And I got this movie on Blu-ray. And it does look fantastic on Blu-ray. Like, get it on Blu-ray if you have not seen Toy Story. You'll have a great experience. Also, guys, the characters between Tom Hanks and Tim Allen as Woody and Buzz Lightyear. One of the best chemistries in the entire film. I love those two characters. And those two characters are basically part of my life. Woody is basically kind of like a spoiled cowboy toy that just wants everything to do with his owner. His owner basically loves him and he wants to be a favorite toy. And then Buzz Lightyear comes on screen and it totally replaced him. And it kind of involves a story around jealousy, and I really like those two chemistry at the start till the end. They first hate each other and then they start to like get a bit used to each other and start to like each other at the end. And that's what I really like about this movie, is that it's a story about friendship and life, and I really love that in Toy Story. And Toy Story does have some pretty emotional scenes, some very dark scenes. Toy Story used to scare me when I was a child as well. There was a lot of scenes in the movie that I was used to be scared of as a kid. For instance, that baby-headed spider thing, when it's first introduced, it felt like a horror movie. Like he just walks and just looks up weird like, Bleh! When it rises up, like, Bleh! And I was literally hiding under my bed when I was like 3 years old, because that thing used to scare me a lot. But I know Sid's toys are good guys with Sid. Sid is one of the biggest dicks in Pixar films. Like, honestly, if I was friends with Sid, I'll just be like, okay, I'd rather be friends with Andy, because Andy is more likable. You just want to blow up all my toys. If you blow up all my toys, I'll kill you, yo. Sid is one of the best villains in a Pixar film, and I really enjoyed him in this film. And yes, he does take off a lot of toys' heads and all that stuff. And also, another thing that creeps me out as a kid is Scott, that dog, man. Who would want that dog, man? He doesn't look adorable. My dog, Dasher, looks way cuter than that dog. Holy shit. I used to be scared when the dog's like, attacking Woody and he just comes to the camera like, okay, next dog please, like, in the pet store or something like that. Like, seriously, that dog's creepy. But anyway, back to this review, that Toy Story is still a holds up to this day. This film is still a pretty enjoyable family film. I really love the chemistry in between Woody and Buzz. Really great chemistry. This movie does have a lot of heart as well. The most heartfelt scene in my opinion is when Buzz found out that he's a toy, because he thinks he's an astronaut. He thinks he's that space ranger. He thinks he is the Buzz Lightyear. And when he found out he's a toy, with Randy Newman's song, by the way. It's just very emotional scene, and I really still felt like it is a pretty dark scene as well, because when Buzz is trying to fly, he just like, boom, he fell in style. Like Woody said, that wasn't flying, that was falling in style. And it is a pretty emotional film as well, but it's a great film about friendship and heartfelt, and I think them two, Woody and Buzz, they have one of the best chemistries I've seen on film. Guys, Toy Story is still one of my all-time favorite animated films, and my favorite Pixar film of all time. It has a great story, a great friendship story, and I just love them two characters. I love the comedy, and the animation looks fantastic. It still holds up to this day. And also, why not end this review without Randy Newman's You Got a Friend in Me? That song was definitely one of the most childish songs ever. It still holds up till this day. Guys, Toy Story has always been my favorite Pixar film, and I'm going to give Toy Story an A+. No flaws. I can't pick any flaws. I still watched Toy Story last night, and it still holds up. So guys, my next review is going to be Toy Story 2. Yes, I'm not reviewing Bugs Life because I haven't seen the movie. Don't kill me. One day I will see it, and maybe review it leading up to Toy Story 4. But for now, I'm just going to continue on with the other Pixar films and move on with Toy Story 2. So guys, have you seen Toy Story? What do you think of that movie? Comment below, let me know what you think. Make sure to subscribe to my channel, and have a nice day.